Now we've got just over 300 miles to go. We've got a full tank of fuel, we're all good, we're all set. My ambition is to at least make it into Wales tonight before we go to bed. So it'll be dark in a couple of hours, so let's see how we do. What's going on here?
So, I bought some glass cleaner, and yeah, it's great. It's supposed to be for interior, but look at it. Helps for when you're driving, I guess.
Roads, where we're going, we definitely need roads. One thing I really need to do one day is put screen washers on this, don't I?
Luckily.
There's a lot of maybe salt or just dirt on the motorway.
But the issue is the wipers aren't great with clearing it, so it's just leaving it all smeary. Hard to see with the light. You know?
In this case, it's not that the screen washers are broken. This make and model never had screen washers, but it'd be pretty easy to put one in. I'm gonna tighten up the fan belt yet again, because particularly when I got the lights on, it just squeals all the time and it's really annoying. So we're about 100 miles into the journey and the van is really not running very well. Whenever it's under load, it really struggles. And I think I might be onto something here, so I'm going to do a little spark plug test. So start her up. So if I take off, for example, this one down here, you see there's a nice strong spark there. The camera can see that. But on number one, almost non-existent. It looks like we could be down a cylinder. So this is the HT lead off cylinder number 1, and as a test I swapped 2 and 3 round, the HT leads, and when HT lead number 3 was powering number 1 from socket number 1, it was fine. And then we put this one to number 3, very weak spark, and what I've just noticed is the very end of it here has actually sheared off, so we might be able to repair this now. So what I'm going to do is just trim around this and try and get some of the metal back, and then test and see if that's enough to get it to go. So I've got that with a deliberate overhang there, which I'll fold into the side, but it's clamped. I know it's a bodge, but as long as it gets us there, and then I will obviously replace them with brand new ones. Okay, so, oh, that's so much better. Much stronger spark there. Ah, runs like a beauty. What do you reckon, Jolie?
That's great! Fingers crossed!
No AA today, hopefully.
No AA.
So when you get like engine oil and stuff on your hands, it's quite difficult to wash it off with just soap. But a little life hack I have here is put some sugar on your hand. It doesn't need much, like a little teaspoon's worth. And then mix it with washing up liquid, rub it together, and basically that grit is working. Basically, I have made a homemade Swarfiger nice clean hands. Jodie, could you pour some water over my hands?
Yeah!
How do you reckon the journey's going so far?
Great! Well, aside from the cylinder issue, hopefully it's back to normal.
This is remarkable. The van is driving better than I think it ever has. I imagine that HT lead has been causing trouble for some time, because sometimes I had to drive along with a bit of a choke out and sometimes not, but now no choke at all. We're cruising along, everything's fine. Jolie's got a cider, we're good to go. Things are kind of back to where they were. I think the HT lead is falling apart internally. It was very delicate when I was bodging it, and I think it's was running really well, and now it's gone completely dead. So apart from the whole HT lead problem, there's coolant everywhere. And I think where I topped it up earlier, I must have forgot to put the cap back on or tighten it because it's missing. And water has been pouring out over all the electrics, possibly into the air intake or the air filter. And there's no spark whatsoever now. And we just narrowly managed to get off of a motorway roundabout using the starter motor with it in second gear. I think if we try and dry bits off, if we can get it running just so we can park somewhere safe. But what are the chances of that? This is my fault, I've obviously forgotten to put it on. Okay, so we've got the engine running thanks to Jolie. What did you do? Dried it off with some...
I attempted to dry the distributor and the leads just with a bit of kitchen roll.
And we've sprayed it with WD-40. I've bunged up the hole. We're going to find somewhere safe to park and call it a night. Was that a bit stressful, Jolie?
No, do you know what? As soon as we were off that roundabout and we were on a quiet road, it was fine, because I thought, even if, you know, we're broken down, at least we're not causing any hassle and an accident could happen. How did you find it?
Very stressful, Jolie. So I think what we're going to do, the van isn't broken down, it is running. And I think part of the trouble is it may have been sucking in coolant into the air filter. So we're going to bodge the radiator cap tomorrow using rubber bands and plastic and something and try and find a replacement. Just take it from there. There's always got to be something. I can't just be like, yeah, we got to Wales in one go, nothing went wrong.
You just got to laugh.
Jolie, are you going to be warm enough tonight?
So many layers.
We have woken up and I think it's been snowing out there. How's the tea and biscuits? It's not the heaviest snow this morning, but I didn't know it was going to. I just hope the van starts. Although everything's been going alright in regards to it starting recently, last night when it broke down, to get it off the roundabout, I had to put it in second gear and use the starter motor to move us off the road. I didn't want to get rear-ended again like I did last time. So I don't know what condition the battery's in. Right, fingers crossed. Turning it over fine, but it's not igniting.
What about bump starting?
We're not on a hill. Damn it.
Your call is important to us and will be answered as soon as possible.
I forgot to change my service, my breakdown service from the AA. It's really frustrating. I know if we drag start it, it will probably start straight away, but we're in the middle of nowhere on a flat road that's covered in snow. It'd be far too risky to try and bump it at the moment, because if it gets stuck on the road in the snow, we'll probably end up getting crashed into. Things are not looking good. I've been on the phone collectively for about an hour now to the AA and they're just outright not picking up. And just up the road I saw someone slide off the road and crash into a sign, and I've just been up there to ask if she's okay and she says she's absolutely fine, don't worry. And I said, well, if you need anything, I'm just in this van down here. I didn't tell her I was broken down. And then just round the corner there are two other cars broken down in the snow. I can see why the AA aren't picking up at the moment. The thing is, drag starting my van, which is how we've got it started recently, may not work, as it might not grip on this snowy road. Here comes Jolie with some food supplies. She is legitimately a true legend. Hey Jolie. So we finally got through to breakdown thanks to Jolie. What was that trick you said? I've got airs or something?
It's what, 3 words, yeah. So basically it's an app. I don't have it, but they send you a thing and you open the link and it just gives you 3 words and basically any word it could be, and it pinpoints your location. So
uh-oh, someone else is stuck. People are getting stuck on this hill, look, sliding around all over the place.
Oh, it's not worth it, is it? May as well stay at home.
Well, we'll find one to speak. The AA will be here between between an hour to an hour and a half apparently, so let's wait and see.
Hopefully, yeah.
The other people that broke down, we made them a cup of tea and they're very grateful for it, but
looks like
I don't think we keep doing that because we'll run out of supplies. There just seems to be an endless amount of people breaking down. It's absolute chaos, Jolie.
Yeah, they're sliding everywhere.
There's vans, cars.
Oh God, Alex.
We found a way to pass the time though.
We just need to find him another arm.
And make a head.
Is this not his head?
No.
What, to have a tea bag? For the final touch.
I think you might need my help. Oh.
That looks quite nice.
What's his name? Norman. Well done, Jodie. Shall we go warm up? It's certainly been an exciting morning, watching countless cars crash and get stuck and build Norman the snowman, but my feet are freezing now, so let's go back in. There's another one trying to get up the hill. He's just sliding down. There he goes. Come on, you can do it. Nope. Nope, that's probably car number 20. There he goes. And he's gone. Alright, looks like he's going for it. There he goes. Trouble is, there's other cars.
So annoying, you had to brake.
Oh, did he make it? Did he make it? Nope. So although we had a good laugh at those people, I felt bad, so we went and helped them. And with sheer force of Alex and Jodie power, we managed to push them, and they got out, and they're driving away now. So, job well done. Okay, so the AA came with his huge battery linked up to his van. We managed to get my one running. We've done a bit of a bodge on the radiator cap just so it doesn't spew coolant all over the air intake again. And, well, we're just going to see how well a Renault Golette copes in snowy conditions. Okay, so we're driving very cautiously. Luckily we are a rear wheel drive, but there's a lot of nutters out today, so we've still got 150 miles to go. We are finally on the main roads, which have been gritted really well. The Golette actually seems to be handling quite well. We just need to go to a petrol station and then hopefully just carry on driving and not stop in theory.
What are you doing, Alex?
We've just pulled over. I've just tested, it does start, but we've deliberately picked a spot where we're on a hill so we can bump start it if needed, but as I say, just started just then, so it should be fine. I'm freezing cold. from earlier on as well. My gloves are soaking wet, so I'm going to try and dry them off on the diesel heater before our next go. And I think we're going to have some sandwiches. Well, it looks like the glove is holding up fine, so hats off to the AA man. All is going quite well now. Van started up, no problem at all, which it should. The engine was still hot, it's fully charged and everything. We've got 111 miles to go, and although we might stop for a cup of tea or whatever, I'm not stopping all night. I'm going to drive all the way there because I don't want a repeat of what we went through last night. Well, we made it to Wales, despite the fact we couldn't get the van started very easily this morning. Once it was running, it didn't miss a beat, just straight away. I think fixing that HT lead really made a difference, so I definitely get some new ones of those. The thing is, where all the other cars, they were driving around the road, sliding all over the place in the snow. This was just steady as a train, you know, didn't miss a beat, didn't slide around or anything. It really did incredibly well, really pleased with it. I think I just need to maybe replace the battery, or it's just, I don't know, get a jumper pack or something, because this cold weather seems to be having quite an effect, but still. Anyway, now that I'm in Wales, I can start my new chapter, hopefully crack on with the van interior, finish the painting on the outside, have a crack at the door at the back where it's dented and stuff. So I do need to find a job as well so I can fund all of this. Anyway, thank you so much guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode.
Bye guys!